So this is a debate that's been going around for the last year or so. I mentioned it lightly last year. Um, does cinema need sex? There were some reports going around where this generation got polled and said they don't even want to see sex in movies. Um, but then I see movies that are winning like awards and shit, that have just agreed more sex than ever in them, egregious. And I'm more of the type where like, um, egregious or extreme to any side is not good in my opinion. I feel like it's more of a as necessary. Um, does it need it? Um, so
Yeah.
I don't know if it needs it per se. I forget what the Emma Stone's Oscar movie. Let me tell you what movie this is. It was the fuck she just made Poor Things. She was in this movie Poor Things, and man, there was a whole lot of fucking. I mean, full fucking eating each other out on bleeding and type
Really?
shit. Yeah, oh yeah.
What movie is this?
It's
He's
called
interested.
it's called it's called Poor Things. It was a little egregious. I'm not gonna lie.
So
Uh,
my take on that, I don't think it needs it. I think if it fits, it fits. But I was watching with a couple of friends. I was watching the Rob Zombie Friday. Is that what Halloween? There you go.
Halloween.
Halloween
Oh,
movies.
yeah.
And bro, like it's just it just doesn't like that. Like it didn't seem like I needed to see titties. You know.
He got some
Like,
titties in there.
I don't
So,
mind
Yeah.
like a little bit here, but it's like why
hey,
is
but
this
isn't
girl?
that my bad to cut you off? But isn't that like a slasher movie's like fucking fundamental to have some titties from a teenager or I don't want to say teenager, but
Supposed teenager, right?
supposed
There were
teenager.
places
Yeah,
in the movie where I didn't hate it, but I forget exactly where it was in the movie. But I was like, this is just
unnecessary.
this is unnecessary. It's like you're just
It's a
trying to throw it
trope.
in. Like I
Yeah.
think if it fits, it fits.
You
Like
know why they do it in that genre is because slashers, you know, first of all, if you're going to see a movie about killing people, you're a degenerate. Okay, that's me. Uh, so
Whoa.
you're not, it doesn't sell to people. But like, okay, if I'm a degenerate going to watch and see how cool this character kills people, I'm definitely gonna be like, how many nice pairs of tits can I see? And
Sure.
also being in that's more of an exposed, vulnerable. So it kind of, especially if it's in a scene where like you're like, oh shit, they're stalking them while they're screwing. Oh shit, she's gonna get killed while she's in the shower. That's a more of a vulnerability technique too. So there's a purpose to it.
Yeah, yeah. So don't get me wrong. The way I look at it, overall, there's a part of me, the little kid in me, who wants to see, the next hot girl's tits, right? But in realistic form, though, I would say, if it belonged in the story, like if it was like a romantic story, or like you said,
Right.
a vulnerability, or a movie about an affair. I mean, sex is a natural thing. So I think there's always a place for that in a movie, as long as it's telling the story. It's part of the story. But no, it doesn't necessarily need to have sex in a movie. I mean, there's
You see
plenty of
that?
movies, that
What's
have.
that one? I think you told me about something where there was just a lot of dongs hanging around. It was throwing you off in the story.
Oh yeah. Damn it! It's the one with
he's
Zendaya.
talk he's talking
Euphoria.
about the yeah.
Euphoria. Yeah. So look, check this out. Euphoria. I was like, my ex girlfriend. She loved it, and I was like, man, no, I don't want to watch this shit, right? Because I heard so much. It's a chick, show.
Hmm.
So finally, I had gave it a shot. And the first two episodes, I had to be a trooper, man, because I must have saw about 65 dick pics. I mean, no doubt about it, dude. Different sizes, different colors. I mean, I was like, what the fuck am I watching? Um, But I tell you what, I fought through that, and I ended up watching I think 2 seasons of it, and it hooked me, man. It was actually a really good show. It was done very well. Zendaya's got this fucking episode in there where she relapses. I mean, she plays a complete junkie, and oh my god, dude, it hit. You know, I've seen that secondhand, like. You know, it hit home, man. I've seen people like that. I was like, holy shit, she's a good ass actor. It's just unfortunate the drug dealer in that movie, he died in real life. So, and he was one of the best characters in there. So, I don't know.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna say I don't think it needs it, and here's 2 reasons why. So I saw a movie with Jonah Hill and Lauren London. Okay, it was called You People. Good movie, actually.
Oh, I've seen that. Yep. Mm-hmm.
But they were supposedly, you know, they have a relationship, right? The whole movie, except for one scene, they don't kiss at all, right? And then it turns out, and during the movie, I was kind of thinking, I was like, it's kind of weird that they're supposed to be aiming. They ain't had no kiss, and then they did. And I was like, oh, okay. They're just kind of being conservative with it. That's cool, perfectly fine, right?
Yeah.
They didn't need it. They drove the points home by being charming and witty and all that stuff. And then it turns out, after the fact, they said they revealed that the kiss was CGI. And if you look up stills of the image of the scene, and you grab a still, you could see it's just literally like puzzled together. And his facial hair kind of hides it. So and obviously probably Lauren London didn't want to kiss him and shit, whatever, you know, everybody trying to insult her at that time because of Nipsey trying to talk about, oh, I'd smash. So she's like, no, I'm good. But it's like, I guess it doesn't need it because that movie was really good and it didn't throw it off that they barely had any interaction. And then they CGI'd the one fucking time they needed it, which is crazy.
Oh, it was a CGI, right? The one that they did them?
Yeah,
I think, you know what I think that was she didn't want to kiss him, bro.
Yeah, I don't think she did.
I think that's
what she CGI? What they CGI? They
the
CGI'd...
one kiss that they had in the movie, they CGI'd it.
What the?
Yeah,
that seems, you know.
Hold on.
That seems like you're just avoiding it.
Right.
Let me show you something right here. Yeah, look, here it is. Screen share. I'm gonna present it right here. So this is the this is it right here. Hold on. Let me full screen. See that? So that was the one scene they had to kiss in the whole thing.
So what was this? What was he kissing? That's my, or was it all CGI?
Well, you could see that if you look at the mouth here, right? You see that they're not actually kissing none. They're just puzzle piecing the mouth area together, and he got his facial hair to kind of conceal the fact. You know, in motion, obviously as a still, you could see it, right? But in motion in a movie, you don't notice that shit.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Are we that grossed out by Jonah Hill that we need to do that?
I'm about to ask. Let me ask you guys a question. If you're Jonah Hill, and don't get me wrong, they're professionals, right? I mean, it's a fucking job, right? But are you offended that?
I'm hella offended. Is she doing that?
No,
is she doing that to Brad Pitt? Is she doing that to Brad Pitt? I don't know.
I think she's doing it with everybody because, like I said, at this time, you know, when they were filming this was right after Nipsey died, and everybody was being disrespectful, talking about they want to smash.
Is this Nipsey's wife?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. She's an actor?
So I think she was like, nah, nobody. I'm not kissing nobody. That's not.
Well, I mean, I respect that. I respect that.
I respect it too. I mean, it's professionalism. I get what you're saying, Jack. She probably was feeling the pressure, you know, of Nipsey and shit.
There's a movie with Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh, whatever the fucking name is. They just did where they were doing a scene and where they were kissing and shit, and the director was like, "Yeah, we cut," and they kept going for like several minutes, dog.
Yeah,
they were feeling it.
How could you not? How could you not? I mean, you're over here pretending, you know. And it's like, dude, you're spending every day with a fucking bad bitch. You know, why do you not fucking go to town on her?
Yeah, so it's
And
like
you know,
you could
develop
see.
a connection.
Obviously, they both wanted that, right?
Right,
But you could
right.
see where Lauren London could be kind of apprehensive of the situation. But the point stands, they didn't actually do it, and the one time they had a kiss, you know, even though it was CGI and it worked, so you don't need it. Even just having that one quick kiss scene, the movie still delivered. I still really enjoyed the movie, and I bought their chemistry without the sex. And now here's my second point as to why I believe this doesn't really support that it doesn't need it, but why I believe we should kind of move into that category if possible, if it doesn't destroy the story, right? Um, like you said, Kelly, streaming services, right? Now I don't know about you guys because you don't have kids, so you've probably never tried to deal with this, but other than Amazon, there ain't a goddamn single streaming service that has proper parental controls. And motherfucker, Hulu's been out. Hulu and Netflix, they've been out since fucking 2000, fucking 11, 2014, fucking bro. You're going on 15 years of streaming, and we still can't get proper parental controls. You know, proper filtering, all this AI technology, and you can't AI technology some proper filtering out of this shit. So you know, my kids be fucking.
Yeah,
Like
that's
I
tough.
either got to keep them on fucking Barney and Sesame Street at 13 years old and 10 years old, or I got to risk them seeing fucking bro. One time my daughter came in and had on Wolf of Wall Street, bro.
Oh, dude, that's the worst. That's
Dude,
the worst. I
I
love
was
that movie
like,
though, by the way.
I was, man. She's like, oh, but it's the girl from Barbie and Harley Quinn, and I'm like, yeah, that don't, bro. Like,
How
those are
far should get
literally
it?
the
How far
only
should get into the movie?
far enough. It's the first scene, dog.
Is it really? I,
Yeah,
I I do like
Oh,
that movie, but I
he's
haven't
blowing the
seen it in a
coke up
long
her
time.
ass. Eh? He's blowing
yeah.
the
The
coke up
first
her
scene
ass.
is. I mean, literally every scene in that movie is.
If it's not all drugs, it's fucking pussy and ass and some cock in
Yeah,
there too.
orgies and just the dialogue. I mean, it's just she's seen
Yeah,
enough, man.
yeah.
And I was like, I know you've seen enough to know you ain't supposed to be watching this motherfucker. You know what I mean? You know, and it's like,
Let me put some light on my subject. Go ahead, keep talking, man. Take me two
yeah,
seconds.
it's like, how to like, how can't we get this broken down? And I had to tell her, like, you know, just because an actress is something in this movie, these ain't like, bro, these aren't real. She's not really Barbie. You know what I'm saying? You're not watching Barbie in this movie. You're watching Margot Robbie. Like I had to these kids didn't quite understand that like these are not real. These are not the real characters. These are actors. You know, and just because she's in this movie doesn't mean that every movie is going to be okay. You know, and so that's a problem that
Yeah,
these streaming services can't seem to fucking fix. So if you know if we have to fix it by supporting the dialing down of that, then I'm all for it.
yeah. So sex doesn't need to belong in movies for it to be successful. Do I mind them? No. But do I feel like where you're coming from with the kids? Yeah, because you don't want kids concentrating on anything but their normal life, not on sex, right? Because they got their whole life to fucking worry about sex. You know, whether they're gay, straight, or bi, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need
Yeah,
them
man. We don't.
influenced by what they see at such a young age. You know?
Yeah, and it's like you know, kids. You see sex early at an early age. You know, you start. Man, that's how you get teen daughters pregnant and shit. Like, you know, or they become more comfortable with it, or they end up getting touched by someone, and it's like, you know, you want to keep kids as long as possible. You know, I want you watching movies where you're seeing, you know, like I had them watch Stand by Me, and that shows a little bit of grittiness, but it's basically showing like these kids are, they have shitty ass parents. There's a
Oh,
reason for that,
yeah, yeah,
but these kids are doing kid things,
yeah.
you're not seeing somebody blowing coke off someone's ass.
No, and then when they're unsupervised, which most kids are, or at least when I was growing up, it was. Maybe it's not like that anymore, but when they're unsupervised, man, they want to try that shit.
Yeah, exactly. Bro,
They see how
bro.
cool it is. You know what I mean? Especially like in a thing like Wolf of Wall Street, this dude's doing drugs, fucking hoes, cheating on his girl, but he's a fucking billionaire.
And they think that's cool. It works out for him, and it's like, no, that's a scumbag. He's in jail.
Right.
So, and I had to. So, like, I smoke weed, right? And my kids, they know what it is, and they know, it's the pros and cons and whatnot. But I had to start locking my shit up because they got old enough to want to try it. And one time they tried to try it. Now they didn't, because we were downstairs, they didn't know we were still home. I left my bowl on the windowsill because I was only going downstairs. They thought I left. So we caught them because it was moved. And they didn't get any because they didn't know how to use a carb. They didn't know what a carb was. But you could tell.
I don't even know what that is.
Wait, what'd you say?
A carb.
Carbohydrate?
Like the filter?
Hell?
Dude, the fucking hole you put your thumb over.
Shit, I don't know the name of it. I'm not a connoisseur.
You know connoisseur, but you don't know carb.
I used to call it a chamber.
No, chamber is.
I just called it the fucking hole.
Wait, what are they smoking out of?
A
had a bowl.
You had a bowl.
So they call it a carb.
Is that what they call the little hole on the side?
The hole,
holder?
Yeah. So for you to, they didn't know that you had to do that to activate it and get the rich. So they were just like, they couldn't get the fire to go down.
Burning that shit up.
Yeah.
Wasting the shit out of that.
Yeah, just wasting it. So, but I had to I was like, man, these motherfucking kids, bro. And I should have known it.
How'd you figure it out? You smelled something? You're like,
no, I know, bro. You can't. These kids can't do nothing in my house without me knowing that something's moved. You could move a paperclip and I'll know it. So I already know it. They don't know why they were trying me, but I should have known because I definitely smoked my mom's shit when I was younger.
Yeah,
I was
we
in
all
fifth
do.
grade smoking my mom's shit, but it's like, okay,
damn,
but
fifth
now,
grade?
yeah, dude, I was in second grade smoking weed.
Damn.
Not
You
my
didn't
mom's
waste
shit,
no
but-
time.
No.
I feel like a late bloomer. I didn't
cousins.
start smoking weed till I was like 14.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't.
Y'all both
smoke
got
it
me beat.
regularly. I didn't smoke it regularly till I was in high school.
Don't get me wrong. A lot of my friends smoked way before me.
Yeah.
But yeah. You said second grade.
Think about this, right? They didn't know that. They don't know that, and they weren't able to get it. But imagine if they were able to watch all these movies where they're showing them how to properly do it. My kids would be fucking rocked right now, dog. And then they'd be hooked for life.
Well, we're talking about movies, but that's why some people think that one day the government's going to ban our freedom on the internet. And they're going to use that very excuse, like, hey, these kids have access to watching the craziest shit, And, I mean, right now the internet's free. Let's see how long,
I mean, out in Mississippi, you got to submit your ID to be able to watch porn.
I heard it's. I saw some on Facebook that it's banned in a few states, like Texas.
Yeah.
Good. You want to ban something? Ban that.
Yeah.
I'm all for that. Like,
I'm for that.
You need to if you can't get none, you need to figure something out with yourself.
Magazine, if anything, Jesus Christ.
I mean, yeah.
Get a magazine.
You can get a magazine, but like even that, like, bro, if you
get the old DVDs out.
No,
if you're out here slaying the beast fucking 4 times a day, you need to get out and fucking work on yourself.
I firmly believe that pornography definitely is not good for people, and I'm
Nah, yeah, it's not.
It fucks with your head. It fucks with
It
everything.
definitely damaged my because it kills it makes you insensitive. So
It
like it's
kills
like
your libido.
There's a lot of.
it does
I
a
mean, we
lot,
could have
man.
a whole episode about that, bro.
Yeah, there's a whole lot it does wrong
I tell you
for
what.
you.
I text a girl. She waits too long to fucking text back. Like a couple hours later, and I done
You
already
know,
packed it. Hey,
and
she
then
could text me and be like, "Yo, I'm still gonna come through." I'd be like, "Don't even forget about it. I'm going to sleep."
yeah, and
I
that's the
said,
thing. No,
"Don't forget about it.
it's not even just masturbating, right?
Better
Because
luck
that's fine.
tomorrow.
That's fine, but it's like, okay, but use your creativity. You know, use that spank bang. Like, don't go fucking because in
Bring
here, you
back
know,
imagination."
yeah, bring back imagination, man. What the fuck? Because you're doing too much too fast. It's like, I guess, like a gateway, right? They say gateway drug because you do little, but now you're like, oh, that's lame. I need more. Oh, that's lame. Oh, I need more. So you're like relying on this shit and deep diving it. And it's like, that's why we got a bunch of motherfuckers that ain't having sex.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. Every 13-year-old kid that's gonna hear this right now is hating us right now. Like, what the
Hey,
fuck are you
man,
guys talking about?
first of
Killing
all,
the
why are you
porn?
watching our podcast? Secondly,
There
Just
ain't no
saying.
parental controls on this shit.
Right,
it says not made for kids. See, if YouTube did their job properly,
right.
we wouldn't have this issue.
You know,
But see,
yeah, I
that's why
know.
I don't let my kids watch YouTube because they purposely and admittedly drive videos to make kids stupid because that's how they get their money for ads. But that's a whole nother topic, right?
Yeah, sure. We can get
Um,
into that all day.